You are sitting alone in a parking lot at night. Nothing has happened. No sound. No movement. But your heart is already pounding. Your palms are sweating. Your eyes keep darting to the mirrors. You feel it before you can explain it. This is not anxiety. This is not overthinking. This is 100,000 years old, and it lives inside you right now. Your brain still thinks you're being hunted. To understand why, you have to go back. Not to your childhood. Not even to your grandparents. Back to the open grasslands of East Africa, where your ancestors spent most of human history without walls, without locks, without streetlights. There, the dark wasn't empty. It was full. Lions hunted at dusk. Leopards dragged prey into trees at night. Hyenas moved in packs after sunset, and every human who survived long enough to have children was a human whose body reacted to darkness with alarm. Not calm. Alarm. Think about that for a second. Every person alive today is descended, without a single exception, from ancestors who were good at feeling afraid at the right moments. The calm ones, the ones who wandered into the dark without a second thought, didn't get the chance to pass anything on. Fear was not a flaw. Fear was a filter. And you are what came out the other side of it. Inside your skull sits a small, almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux spent decades mapping exactly what this structure does, and what he found reshaped how scientists understand fear itself. The amygdala doesn't wait for your conscious mind to figure out what's happening. It reacts first and asks questions later. A shadow moves. A twig snaps behind you. A shape in your peripheral vision shifts in a way that doesn't quite match the background. Long before you have noticed anything, your amygdala has already fired. Your heart rate has already climbed. Your muscles have already tightened, ready to run or fight. You feel this as instinct, but it is closer to an ancient alarm system tested across 100,000 generations, refined by a filter with only one rule: react first, think later, because the ones who thought first sometimes didn't get to think again. Here's where it gets stranger. Psychologist Arne Oman ran a series of experiments in the 1990s that revealed something almost eerie about how selective this system is. He showed people images mixed into a grid, flowers, mushrooms, and hidden among them, snakes or spiders. People spotted the snakes and spiders faster, much faster, even when the threatening images were smaller, even when they were camouflaged, even when the participants had never had a bad experience with either animal. Why would a modern human sitting in a lab, raised in a city, with no memory of ever being bitten by a snake, still detect one faster than a flower? Because the ability wasn't learned in that person's lifetime. It was inherited, built in. A snake was a threat for millions of years of primate evolution, long before humans existed at all. Your brain didn't need you to personally almost die to install the warning. It came pre-installed, passed down like eye color, like the shape of your hands. Your body remembers things your mind never experienced. Now step back into that parking lot. There are no lions in a parking lot. No leopards waiting in the trees. No hyenas circling. You know this. Your prefrontal cortex, the newest and most rational part of your brain, knows this perfectly well. But your amygdala doesn't check the calendar. It doesn't know it's the 21st century. It only knows one thing: low light, unfamiliar space, reduced visibility, possible threat. And it responds exactly the way it would have responded on the savannah, because as far as that ancient circuitry is concerned, nothing important has changed. This is the mismatch at the center of almost all modern anxiety. Your environment evolved. Your alarm system did not. Robert Sapolsky, a neuroendocrinologist who spent years studying stress in primates, put it simply: zebras don't get ulcers, he argued, because when a zebra escapes a lion, the stress response ends. The zebra runs. The zebra survives. The zebra goes back to eating grass minutes later, completely calm. Humans are different. You can trigger the exact same